Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. Coming up, and you see right here, the Judgment Day. In the World Tag Team titles against LWO. Jaqueen Wilde and Cruz del Tiro will challenge World Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD Madonna for the Tag Team gold. We'll see as we begin the go home show for SummerSlam. As well as this, CM Punk prepares for his SummerSlam World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther. Things got a little bit heated tonight. Did Punk say what he needed to say to get his message across to the world champion Gunther? We'll see if CM Punk can go. Talk about it coming up. Well, speaking of Gunther, Gunther will confront CM Punk as well. So there's going to be a lot of confrontation ahead of the World Heavyweight Championship match between CM Punk and Gunther, the ring general, coming up here tonight. Speaking of SummerSlam, whet your appetite with this. A huge 8-woman tag team match featuring a lot of SummerSlam foes and rivals. Rhea Ripley, Io Scott, Stephanie McIntyre, and Nikki Bella team up to take on the Women's World Champion Naomi, Chelsea Green, her service coming up. As well as this, the main event. Main event Jey Uso, former world champion, locked horns with Bronson Reed. But what was going on earlier that we got to talk about this, that Paul Heyman tried to get in the head of you know who. Tried to get in the head a little bit later. We'll talk about that coming up. As well as the tribal chief Roman Reigns makes a rare appearance on Raw tonight. Roman Reigns with SummerSlam matches live before team up with Jay. Bronson Reed. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started for the Raw Ring Report right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show, the Go Home SummerSlam edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Keith Giggs here. Glad you join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Like we said, we'll continue our coverage with Hulk Hogan. As you see right here, a lot of people are paying tribute to the Hulkster. Hulk Hogan was a prominent force in wrestling. And throughout SmackDown, Hogan passed away this past Thursday at the age of 71 years old. Hulk Hogan has highs, lows in between. Whatever you think about Hulk Hogan, he was a polarizing figure. Even in wrestling, he transcended wrestling to the 1980s. And what a fitting tribute that they did for Hulk Hogan once again. For SmackDown, they did for the Raw side. Raw paid tribute to Hulk Hogan. Some people even pointed out that CM Punk really didn't want to be there because he was a harsh critic of Hulk Hogan through a long term. CM Punk now want to give his flowers or pay respects to Hulk Hogan for transitioning the wrestling business. It was to new heights tonight. Yeah, CM Punk did, but like we said, Hulk Hogan and tribute was a legend. Like we said, we have our Pro Wrestling Show special. We got two of them. The one that we broke that Hulk Hogan had passed away. We came on a little bit early. Want to watch that? You can watch back on our archive Pro Wrestling Show. Well, that's the Hulk Hogan special from yesterday. Great work. Hey, want to see it? Check it out. So, like I said, we're going to pay tribute to the more of Hulk Hogan. We're going to be playing tribute to Hogan throughout the whole entire week. Hulk Hogan was 71 years old. Well, we get to this right here. We get to this a huge 6-person intergender match. AJ Styles. AJ Styles, along with the Kabuki Warriors. Styles made mention of the Kabuki Warriors, and he teamed up with the Kabuki Warriors in action against the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez. AJ and his team won tonight. AJ's team gaining momentum. AJ gaining momentum that he could be the Intercontinental Champion heading towards SummerSlam. AJ Styles could be that Warriors. Ain't giving this to AJ. And AJ getting all it going. So AJ gaining momentum. What a phenomenal for two Dominic Mysterio here their SummerSlam match. Well, speaking of that, another match that's going to headline SummerSlam. We know that Karrion Kross has been trying to push the issue quite some time. Karrion has been pushing Sami Zayn to be himself, and Karrion had a point that every time you get in the ring with Karrion Kross, your true self comes out, whether you like it or not. Karrion told Sami Zayn that your true self needs to come out. You need to come out and go, so you go get this out your system. You can probably be the world champion. But Karrion Kross wants to make sure that doesn't happen. And Karrion did try to make mention of that, saying that he's going to beat Sami Zayn and beat the truth out of him. Sami saying he's going to do the same for Karrion for this charade. So something's got to give at SummerSlam between these two men. Another match that we know that could be possible, but we know that Bayley won't be a part of this year's SummerSlam, but she's giving out nuggets and giving out stuff that she will perhaps be in the I guess she's gonna be watching closely. Bayley's gonna be seeing who she's gonna be wrestling. You see right here, Bayley giving out nuggets that she's unhappy, unpleasant. She looks like she's gonna go back to being the Bayley old again, being a heel. But she's simply frustrated. She want to take her frustrations out. Well, we'll know in quite a couple of days. Lyra Valkyria made it a no disqualification between her and Becky Lynch. They're gonna go throw it down at SummerSlam between these two women. They're gonna throw down, and when they throw down, they're gonna throw down. All right, they're gonna throw down indeed, and we're gonna see that match perhaps at SummerSlam. We know that Lyra, if she does not win the Intercontinental Championship, she'll never be able to challenge once again her natural life. So we'll see if Lyra can get it done for leading the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That's going to be the question. Then more interesting dynamic with Lyra. Some unfinished business between them two in our way as well. So we look forward to seeing that as well between Lyra and Bayley. Well, Grayson Waller was actually, he went against Sheamus. Grayson Waller was in phenomenal shape after saying that he got rid of Austin Theory. Austin Theory was dead weight to him. He feels like Theory really held him back. Like we said, we'll see. Grayson Waller, he's in phenomenal shape. Grayson, you know why he's not being pushed, but hey, they're here nor there. But throughout the whole entire show, there's one against Grayson, but Sheamus got attacked brutally by Rusev. Rusev attacking Sheamus and hitting the accolade. Once we showed you this, we've seen enough of Grayson Waller. It's time to show Rusev. Rusev right here flying the accolade on Sheamus. This should have been a match at SummerSlam, which I don't know why they didn't. But this should have been a match, but they decided not to pull the trigger. So we're not going to see that match as well. Sheamus versus Rusev. Maybe it'll be a match on SmackDown, like fill in. You never know. Well, we get to this right here. The 8-woman tag team match. As we saw 8 women that's going to be having a SummerSlam. We know that the Women's World Championship will be heavily featured. Io and Rhea and Naomi will be featured. But they teamed up. Io and Rhea teamed up with Stephanie McIntyre and Nikki Bella to take on the team of Women's World Champion Naomi and Chelsea Green in her service.
Ripley proved to be dominant. Rhea Ripley was dominant through the end. See right here, Io Sky and Nikki Bella work together, gel mesh together as a team. They gel so well that you can't deny their talent. As you see right here, Nikki Bella and Io Sky working together, former women's champion to now. They won the match, but Io Sky had to tell Rhea Ripley, hey, this is not going to be perfect. You still can't beat me. So I don't know. Is this going to be a heel turn coming down the works? We will wait and see how this is going to go. But you can tell the seeds are being planted right now for a heel turn between them. So we just have to wait and see on that. Well, we told you earlier in the broadcast that the world heavyweight champion, Gunther, beforehand, Rhea, Io, Naomi, they're going to refuse the women's title this Sunday, triple threat match. Like we said, Gunther, the world heavyweight champion, had a message. Gunther had a message for CM Punk. Gunther had a message for CM Punk tonight. CM Punk was all throughout the whole entire show tonight. CM Punk playing his cards right. One thing about Punk is not going to be afraid to tell you what he thinks. CM Punk telling Gunther that, hey, I'm going to defeat you. I'm somewhat the best of the world too because I earned the moniker. And CM Punk and Gunther will wrestle for the world title. Gunther looking forward to the challenge against CM Punk. Both men. This is going to be a highly classic match because CM Punk going for it's almost going for a world title and nearly almost since leaving WWE, since joining back to WWE. The last world title he had was the AEW title. And look what they got him. But CM Punk wants the world title so bad. So CM Punk could taste being world champion, but Gunther gonna have a stranglehold on being world champion. CM Punk had the last word of telling Gunther, you gotta beat me because I'm the best in the world. And we'll see that come to fruition between CM Punk and Gunther, the World Heavyweight Championship Sunday. Not too real big what the world title used to be, but hey, we'll see if it main events or not. But they're giving us an indication what match is going to main event. It looks like it's going to be Bronson Reed and Jey Uso and Bronson, their tag team partners and stuff. So, like we said, it's going to be over that. Like I said, this is going to be the match that everybody's been talking about. Bronson Reed even got, like I said, and like we got to the point in the promised land of what we said and how it went and stuff between Jey Uso and Bronson Reed. It was just a fill-in match because we already knew what was going to go down tonight. We already knew at the end. Bronson Reed and what's their name? Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker, the Bronze, really took down Roman Reigns tonight. Roman Reigns really didn't even have a chance and stuff tonight. Roman Reigns got put through a table by Bronson. By Braun, I meant to say Bron Breakker put Roman Reigns to a table. Even Bronson Reed did the tsunami onto Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns laying out of the ring like he was a flip out of a spatula, even speared him out. Jay and Roman took a beating right there and took a beating as well. They set up their match at SummerSlam. You see right here, Bronson Reed and them looking down at Roman Reigns. Bronson good on send a match, send a statement. Send that statement indeed. The statement could be Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker really send a message to Roman Reigns. They did so tonight, leaving down a fallen Roman Reigns tonight. Reigns fell falling throughout the whisper tonight. So Roman Reigns really was chilling himself tonight. It was none of. All right. That's gonna end the Raw Ring report. Let's move over to wrestling hot topics. All right.
if we can show you right quick on Wrestling Hot Topics, if we can get you back into the motion. All right, get you back in the motion. We trying to get you back into motion. Trying to get you back into the motion. Issues, but like we said, you see right here, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker taking down Roman Reigns. We'll see if they can do that for SummerSlam coming up. All right, that ends the Raw Ring report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. Wrestling Hot Topics. We want to talk about this right here. This is our SummerSlam week right here coming up as well. The Pro Wrestling Show. I here having SummerSlam week as always. We started with the Raw Ring report. This as you see right here, the Raw Ring report. Tomorrow will be the SmackDown, the NXT Ring report as well. So we look for that. The AEW Ring report as well. SmackDown on Friday. The Pro Wrestling Show predict the outcomes special. You'll see that as well coming up as well for SummerSlam. As well. So we're gonna have a lot of SummerSlam week this week, and man, we look forward to seeing you watching us for SummerSlam coming up for SummerSlam week. This is the old SummerSlam logo, but I don't know why we using that old logo, but hey, it is what it is. You see right here. Tonight was the Raw Ring report. Tomorrow is the NXT Ring report. Wednesday the AEW Ring report. Friday the SmackDown. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night we're going to be having the predict the outcome special as well as review for night one as well. Sunday review for special again predict the outcome as well as night two. So look forward to seeing you for SummerSlam week all this week coming up here. Then to Pro Wrestling Show. Well, we told you earlier that we told you the Judgment Day won their tag team titles over the LWO. Judgment Day did so tonight. That's from help from El Gran Americano. He helped indeed get himself ready and get himself shaken. Well, we're hearing this about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, just a work or a shoot or what. Drew McIntyre saying that he's having trouble to get to the U.S. because he's still in Scotland. I don't know. I thought Drew lived in Nashville. Drew saying he having a hard time getting back home. So I don't know what's going on. Drew McIntyre may have to be replaced by for his match against Randy Orton and Jello. We'll see that match. He'll have to find Logan Paul's partner or what. So we'll see. That's gonna go coming up as well. Looking forward to seeing that as well. Another thing, Carmelo Hayes doing a social media launch. He's talking about we want Melo, and it's kind of trending right now. I guess Carmelo Hayes I guess he's frustrated. He wants to know that the WWE Universe got love for him, and they kind of do.
he feels like he's well worth that. But we'll see if Carmelo Hayes will get the support he needs to get there, like Karrion Kross did with his promotional reel, to get his name across as well. So we'll see. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for the pro wrestling show. This is the last image from Raw. The Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed laid out both Roman Reigns and Jey Uso out in the ring. Now, just give me an indication they're going to main event SummerSlam, that tag team match coming up. So we'll see that match as well. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon. So long. We'll see you tomorrow for the NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling